Hi, I'm Meryl Kahn, and let's taste some whiskey. So it's important to have the right glassware when we taste whiskey. You can use double old-fashioned size glass, so we're getting a lot of air into it. But I like a wine glass the best. Get lots of air into it. Look all fancy too, it's nice. We're gonna start with the Four Roses Yellow Label bourbon. We're gonna pour enough in the glass that we get all the aromas that we're looking for out of the glass, but not so much when we're tasting that we're drinking a lot, because we're going to taste other whiskeys and we want our palate to be lively. And we don't want to swirl. It's really hard when you have the wine glass, but all that's going to do is bring all the alcohol up to the top, and we just want all the aromas, and all that alcohol that's already in there is doing it for us. Little trick is to smell the top of the glass, where we're going to get all the beautiful aromas from the whiskey, instead of the bottom of the glass where we just get a lot of heat and some burnt nose hairs. So giving this a really good smell, because 85% of tasting is smelling, so this is super important to think about what you're smelling. And we're going to get toasted oak, vanilla, cherry, a little undertone of caramel. Smells too good not to put it in the mouth. On the palate, we get a little burst of heat, but we get all those aromas and that we smell. But we're gonna help bring out a lot more of those aromas by the trick of the trade, that is adding just a touch of cold water. This is recommended by distillers. This is how you should taste whiskey. Try it first without the water, and then, wow, the difference with the water. Now we get all sorts of herbal notes, and we get other fruits besides the cherry, some plum. And on the palate, we get that same explosion of flavor. So the water really is important when it comes to tasting. Let's move on to the next whiskey. Sorry about that. Next, we're going to try Bender's Rye. Now, while Four Roses has a high rye content for a bourbon, it's still a bourbon, so it's still at least 52% corn. But Bender's is 85% rye and 15% corn. So we're going to get the spicy notes that we got to a whole nother degree. Once again, we're pouring enough to taste, not swirling. Smelling at the top, lots of spice, but also lots of floral notes. Give it a taste. Ooh, yeah, really getting the spice, herbal notes, a little bit of hay. Very tasty, and a little more heat on the palate because it's higher proof, but not too much. Add our touch of water. Those floral notes really come out when we add the water, and the palate really opens up and much richer and smooth. I hope you enjoyed tasting these whiskeys with us. Now it's time to drink some whiskey. Cheers.